good afternoon, good morning, good whatever the time you are seeing this. My name is Ebiesuwa Oluwaseyi, and I played Ronti in the movie Ijogbon as directed by the legendary Kunle Afolayan. And I'm on in talk with Timod Moali. Thank you very much.
I'm not taking this opportunity for granted. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much for giving out your time. I know you're a big person now and you're very hot at the moment out of your busy schedule. Thank you so much for giving me your time to be on this platform with me. So I will do a brief of introduction of myself, what I do, and what I want to achieve by having your time for the next few minutes. So my name is Timon Moale, and what I do is podcasting. I'm in the vision on the run of documenting stories of young Nigerians that are doing amazingly well. I want to check. One of the things we need to achieve is to know some of the basic principles of success you were able to understand and go through, things that guided you, so that we can replicate more of these amidst young Nigerians that are out there that are pushing for success. So that's the basic thing we want to achieve through this conversation we'll be having in the next few minutes. And the first thing I want to know about you is I'm going to give you like 30, 60 seconds, 30 seconds. You just give us a brief of what you feel you want us to know about you, like beyond Roti that we know in the Ijogbon. In 60 seconds, can you tell us some few things that we should know about you that a lot of people don't know?
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever the time you are seeing this. So my name is Ebiesuwa Oluwaseyi. I graduated from Obafemi University Dramatic Arts, and I'm a family of seven. I'm the last one of my family, and I'm an actor. I studied dramatic art in university, so I'm a theater practitioner. I'm more of a theater person, and then what again? I joined with my first acting debut. Before then, I've been a crew production person. I mostly do production, script supervising, production coordinator, and all of that. I'm mostly behind the camera kind of person. Although I used to act, but then it's more of stage. But for screen, I used to be a production person. Um, before I started doing audition, and then I got Ijogbon. So that
So
is that.
from
I,
I can hear you clearly. From what I got in the brief seconds that you were able to use to describe yourself, I saw that you were so intentional about acting or the movie space. You went on to study theater, something related to theater. So how did that come to be? Because I've met with quite a number of actors and directors, and most of them probably they didn't study art or theater at school. It just came as a passion and as what they just went on to do. They didn't do it professionally, like going to school to study it. But you went to study it, I think, at your first degree. So, how did you know that this is what you're supposed to do with your life? And how do you know that it is? Other than going to study medicine, accounting, law, business accounts, you are going to study theater. I'm not sure how did that come about. And I'm shocked that how did your parents even like you for you to go and study theater in the world where you could have done something around even tech.
I've been actually started from church. I used to be part of a youth dominated group in church during Children's Day and youth level. I used to be part of drama group in church that I even became the leader at some point. And apart from that, so that was like the foundation, church drama and all. And apart from that, I was an art student, and sorry, I was an art student, and then I learned editing before entering school at all. I was already familiar with filmmaking from the editing point of view. So that made me go into before I entered school at all. I was already like a production person, doing continuity management and all of that. So I've been interested in anything that has to do with film since 2011. But formally, I started pursuing the dream in 2014, trying to, you know, educate myself and all of that. So I came across Ife and then I had to relocate to Ife and, you know, I sought for the admission and all of that. So yeah, I have my background from church drama, then editing. So when you're an editor, film editor, you get to see the process of how filmmaking is being done. You see it from another angle. You see it from actors' weaknesses and their strengths. You see everything. Most of the people, most of the audience in the world, they see the final cut. But from the editor's point of view, you get to see the nitty-gritty of what filmmaking entails. So from the editing point, I became interested in the continuity management because mostly editor editing is about continuity. It's about how one one take has to sync with another take. So I became interested in continuity world, in how to note all these things. So that was how I started. And then during the process, whereby I continued on the project, maybe they might need somebody to play one or two scenes, maybe it's just the development that wasn't in the script, and they need somebody's come and report an accident or just one of those minor roles. And then they have to, oh, can you play this role? Yeah, let me try. So from there, I started doing all those not too significant role you get. So I started familiarizing myself. So that's where I got the interest from before I eventually got admission to Ife. So Ife like brought another thing in me entirely. Ife brought another life entirely that wasn't there. The cultural aspects. I became deep into it. I love it. Yeah, I get to really love it when I gained admission to Ife.
When you were about to enter school and start a career properly, I think you said 2014, into the acting industry or the movie industry. What was your definition and your milestone for success? What were you aiming at to define your success?
Yeah, first and foremost, anything that has to do with art, art and humanities, it's of course just as the way it sounds, art and humanities. It's basically you do it for humanity first. It's not some department or faculty you go to because you want to become a millionaire. Do you get my point? But it's mostly the passion first. But if you are lucky enough, you get you get paid from doing what you love to do. Like So yeah, I understood the hardship part. It's the risk that I was willing to take. I knew that you don't get to sit down in office me to study law and all of that. Oh, I knew I wanted um, art and it's what I love to do. But the reality was setting at some point. But then I was willing to take that risk. I was willing to take the risk. So I saw myself in it. I was comfortable being a theater person. And anything that has to do with theater, traditional, cultural, something that has to do with history, it interests me a lot. And then the environment, Ife as a school, and then the Ile Ife as an environment, it really has to, it has to the status quo at that point. So yeah, so that was it.
Um, I saw one of your interview. I think the one you posted in your story recently. That you said you wanted to travel out. That Japa is on your mind. That was what was on your mind. Now you're saying that it's more about humanity. Is Japa still a thing? Even I think you now have the space in Nollywood already. Do you think you really want to ditch that opportunity to just leave the country and go for probably more money?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said in the interview, um, I I'm more of a family person. I actually believe that my life revolves around people that I love, my friends, my family. I'm a family oriented person. But then, like I said, the reality sets in. Abroad there, it gives you a better chance at life in terms of financial stability and all of that. So yes, I still think if I have opportunity to Japa, I will Japa, but I don't want to go and spend the rest of my life in another man's land. Yeah, my friend. But if I see the opportunity, I will do it because that brings about financial stability that if I eventually want to do what I love, if you have enough fun to do what you love, you will do what you love without much pressure. As opposed to when you are struggling, sometimes when reality is setting with your passion, you know, defeats the passion. So yeah, the idea of Japa is not really to go and live in another man's land and not and spend the chunk of my life away from my family. I don't even like that. But then it's about the financial aspects. It's about the like giving a better life to your family. Do you get my point? Because I come from an humble background. Do you get so the most important thing is to make sure your family is fine. So yeah, if that buying we do that, I will not throw the opportunity away. Never.
Yeah, I think it's fit for an average Nigeria, actually. I see. I want you to take us through the process of the audition through to the movie. How did you know about the audition? What gave you the confidence that you're going to have that role? And at what point did you know that you're going to have that role? I just want you to take us through that story of from the audition to the global stage that you are. You're on number, I think you're on number 6 or number 10 now globally. Your face is known globally now. So take us through that story of how you were able to get the audition, what moved you to go for the audition, and what gave you the assurance that you get the audition, and how do you actually feel when you got it?
Yeah, concerning I was actually was applying to come in on Ijogbon as one of the PAs, one of the crew members. Do you get that? I was planning for that, and then I think few weeks to the production, um, one of our lecturers, she's a lecturer, and she's also my mom. She's our mommy in the university, and she's a theater practitioner, and she's also a production designer. She's a costumer too. So yes, she called me and she told me about the audition if I would like to apply for the audition. She encouraged me that I should apply. So I it was my first time doing audition in my life. I've never seen in front of camera to do anything before. So I picked calls from my phone. I picked it up and then I recorded an audition. I wasn't really confident, that insatiable mindset that this thing is not really good. I did it over and over again. I just had to send it at some point. Oh, I just send this thing, Joe. I don't try that kind of stuff. So I sent it. I was in Ife that time and I got a call that I should come to Ikeja to cap up for physical audition. So at that point, I was surprised, but I didn't really think I would get the role then. So my idea of physical audition would be that a lot of persons will be there to audition for that role, and from those set of persons, they'll pick the eventual person that they felt was good for the role. So when I got to Ikeja, I immediately left Ife the very day, and I go to Ikeja the following day before the given time. So when I saw the list, I was supposed to put my name as the people that are actually auditioning for Jamie. They already got something.
Okay.
So the audition was for Jamie. So, so the audition was for Jamie. They already got something because Kyle did have played jam eventually. He's my friend, so he already told me about his getting rotten. He already told me about it that he got a role in Fulan production and all of that. So I already knew like maybe a week back. So he was already reading for notice. So when I got there, I saw the list of people that have come to audition for the role Jamil, and I saw prominent names that I would not like to mention here. I saw prominent teen actors that I know that and it was then and then that I knew the gravity of what I was coming to audition for. Wow. So it was done on me. And then I saw that there are not a lot of people seated at the waiting room. So then I think the manager or one of the workers at CAP came to me with the script. So it was a Jamil role where he was trying to sell, or he was trying to communicate with Emeka about visa and all of that phone call. So he gave me and told me to prepare for it. That I'll be called in some minutes. I'll be called in. And then I prepared, I read my part and all of that. So when I was called in, the audition room was like a conference, just as you are seated, but in a conference fashion, whereby the person standing from the audition will face the panel. So when I saw Kalafala in front of me, I was very nervous. My voice, I was shaking. I was very nervous because I've not been at that close range with him like that, face to face, talking with him in that kind of fashion. So it really made me nervous. And then when the audition person, when the one of the crew members at CAP, the Clough asked me, are you ready for the interview? All right, say yourself. All right, I told him a few things about myself, and I didn't. I want to be. I'm comfortable being sincere in everything I do. I'm comfortable being sincere. I don't want to start saying stuff that I can't do or that I can't be, that I'll not be struggling to meet up. So I'm very comfortable saying like, do you get? So I told him that I've not been on screen before. That I'm mostly a stage actor. Do you get? So okay, he told me to say, he told me to go ahead with the reading. I did my part, but I was shaking. My voice, I was not confident. I will not lie about that. I was nervous, so I was scared. I was shaking. My voice was shaking. So he said, and I quote, "You failed the audition. Are you willing to try again?" Okay. I said yes. I'm willing to try again. So the second time when I did the audition, I was more confident than the first time, because I knew that this is like last chance. So I would say I gave it a better go than the first time. So he told me that that's fine, that I should go out. So I just went to sit down outside with no little or no expectation like that. So I used to know his line producer is one of our alumni from OAU. I used to know him from Ife. So when he saw me before that time, he greeted me. So when he just came outside, he told me that good afternoon, congratulations, you'll be taking Roti. And before he congratulated me, I already got a call from my friend Coyote that he has been called that he will be taking Jamie now. That he will not take Roti again, that he will be taking Jamie. So when um the line producer told me that I'll be taking Roti, it clicked because I knew that it was kid that was supposed to take Roti before. So it clicked that, oh, I didn't know what the director saw, but then of course they have foresight and insight about how these things work. So whatever I saw with me that I could fit in more with Ronsi Sujami. I don't really know, but then
Did you
I think
ever
that
get to
whatever I
ask them? Do you ever get to ask them what they saw? Do you ever get to ask them why they asked you to take Ronti instead of me?
I didn't get a direct or should I say a solid answer to that. But what I had was that, I due to me being nervous, I stammer. Growing up, sef, I was a chronic stammerer. I stammer a lot. So when in the course of my the first audition, I was stammering. Do you get? So according to them, said that director said, well, and according to the script, Noti has tendency to stammer. So he said this. He noticed that I stammer, and um that would be good for Noti. Do you get? So that was like a miracle to me, though.
That was
It sounds like more like like my defect. That's like my defect. So I was very glad. Of course, I didn't even know the character then, not to Jam. I didn't know maybe they were a major character. I was just so glad that I'll be on Kula Fulana's project. Of course, who would not be glad? So from that get go, I knew that it was going to be a great challenge for me, and I was ready to take on the challenge. Yeah, that was that for the audition.
Was there a time you ever doubted yourself before, I mean, even outside the movie, like you as a person, Oluwaseyi, not as nothing now. Was there a time you ever doubted the peak
That
you reach in life? Was there a time you ever did
during the process of the shoot, Abi, or before, or
before, like I'm talking like you outside the movie, and let's take you outside the movie and you inside the movie. Outside the movie as a person, did you ever doubt yourself, or did you ever picture that you could be this global as a person?
okay, I before then I have this philosophy about life that, especially about movie. If they say that theater or movie is the mirror of life, I have a philosophy that if anybody can occupy a space in this life, then the person is capable of occupying a space in a movie. No matter your defects, no matter your whatever you feel you are inadequate of, as far as you are in this life, being somebody's son, being somebody's brother, being somebody's anything in this life. And if the movie is a mirror of life, then you can be in any movie. Even if you're a dwarf, even if you stammer, even if your voice is not clear, even if you are blind, whatever the case may be, as far as it is what you are to live this life, then it is enough for you to act in a movie. Like someday, somehow, the script will need you, even if you are crippled, anything, the script will need you one day because you are occupying a space in this life. You are important enough to be in this life. So I don't actually believe that anybody cannot act. I believe everybody can act. You can be better than each other, of course, more experienced and lovable. Every single person that is occupying a space in this life has potential to occupy a space in a script when the time calls for it. So, concerning whether I used to doubt myself, well, I can have some level of let me just say fear due to being nervous. But then I believe so much in preparation, especially when it does with anything. I believe in preparation. If I'm not prepared for something and the consequences of me not being prepared comes to play, I don't blame myself. I don't blame the situation on anybody but myself. I believe so much in preparation. With preparation, you are one step closer to achieving anything in life. Well, there's this popular saying, as simple as ABC. ABC is not simple for the person that did not know it. It becomes simple because you know it. So as simple as ABC is because you know the ABC. Someone that does not know the ABC will not say anything is as simple as ABC because the ABC go self is not simple. So when you know something is when that thing becomes simple, and preparation helps a lot. So I believe so much in preparation. If I can prepare for something, then I believe I can achieve it. Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much.
yeah, fear comes in. I won't deny that. But
I
then
think I caught
I believe in
something
preparation.
very, very important today that can very well apply to my life. You said preparation. I think there was something I crafted out like preparation can can heal doubts. When you prepare enough, you can confront your doubts with from the preparation you are making. And that's really key to me. Do you want us to? I have just two questions before I let you go. I don't want to take a lot of your time. Do you want to give us some of the key highlights in the process of shooting the movie? Some of the key highlights that gave you a lot of memories. Do you want to share with us? Just some few.
Yeah, that would be. I've met Yemi before. I want to quickly mention that I was the president of Dramatic Art Association when I was in school. So we have this annual initiation program that we do to our freshers. So during my time as the president, when I wanted to initiate the intakes, the new intake into the theater world. So Yemi Solade that was the chief priest that I invited as the chief priest then. So I already knew him before Ijogbon. And that's the fact. Another fact that most of these most of the people on set of the Ijogbon, they have history with dramatic art Ife when
Okay.
it was University of Ibadan and when it was OAU. So even some of the crew members, some of they are from OAU. I know some of them, and then the actors too. Most or some of the actors they finish from OAU. So from the first day of the reading, it already felt like a home. I felt for a first timer on set, that was very big for me. Apart from the fact that I had the opportunity to have my friend beside me in terms of Kyle. He's my very close pal. We've been roommates for years, classmates, roommates. We acted on stage together. We have directed him in my projects, so we have a lot of experience. So, the fact that I had him very close with me was a key to my confidence, and also the atmosphere that was created even from the get go when we did the first reading. It was welcoming, and I feel I have familiar faces. Of course, I've been seeing most of these veteran actors, but then the fact that most of them they are from the department I graduated from, I felt home. I felt like I'm home. I felt like I'm within people that will be willing to help me. So I didn't. That was key. Yeah, and getting to Ijogbon sets proper. My expectation with Kula Folayan that okay, maybe we'll be strict, Kula Folayan now. It will be very tough to work with and all of that. But when the first day of shoots, so that it's a very beautiful person to work with. It will just allow you to flow. It will guide you, but it will allow you to be yourself. No unnecessary pressure, no, you know, it was very welcoming, and that was key. So to my stay in Oyoke in the script and in Ibujai, like it was key. Everything was key.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really must say congratulations on your role as Rotty in Netflix. Do you think this is your breakthrough into the Nollywood industry? Do you think this is the breakthrough that will
What do you think?
I said, do you think this is your breakthrough to the Nollywood industry?
Well, of course, I believe this is having your debut on a Kunla Folarin Netflix project is not what you see every day. So first and foremost, I see it as a great privilege for myself. But most importantly, I want to take my growth one step after the other. From here, I'm hoping to get more acting job, and I want to grow. I want to enjoy my growth step by step. I don't want to over pressure myself as much as it's a big platform to start, and reality still states that I'm new, so I want to learn. I'm planning to go to a proper film school because I've attended film school, CAP Television Film Academy, but I want to go to a proper acting film school to further learn more. Like I said, I believe so much in preparation, so I want to enroll for this so that I'll be I'll be more confident in myself. And that is where the preparation comes in. So I'll have opportunity to keep preparing if I'm in a well-grounded film school. So I want to still follow all this process. Yes, I've done Ijogbon, but then I don't want to say I've now arrived and I know all these things. No, I want to still learn from the veterans, learn from the theory aspect of it, because sometimes you get to do some things you don't even know what they are called. All these things, they are terms. I want to learn of it. I want to be able to know it, imbibe it, and then teach it. Yeah, that way. That way, I believe I will get to improve a lot.
I really want to appreciate you. I'm not taking this for granted. We have spent over 30 minutes here and we'll be doing a lot of things based on the demands that are coming. And sincerely, I say I appreciate this.
Pleasure. The pleasure is mine.
Thank you.